You've already touched on the fact, and we've talked many times about really the challenge of getting these schedules together each and every year. So going forward now with the new relationship and long-term relationship with the ACC, will this process for you get easier? Will it get harder, or is it going to stay about the same?
It'll get progressively easier. We hadn't typically announced 3-year blocks of scheduling, and we'll be able to do that now. And so we'll turn right after the first of the year to the next 3-year series, and get ahead of the game a lot more. This entire process, notwithstanding the time it took and notwithstanding the amount of work involved, was made so much easier by the ACC. I can't express how cooperative they were in this process. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say we went back to them with 100 changes in the course of the past 6 months, and every time they worked with us to try and figure out whether they could make it work. And so to the entire ACC staff and our colleagues in the ACC, all the other schools, I can't thank them enough for the role they played in getting us to this point.
A lot of talented teams in the ACC. And obviously strength of schedule balance, I would imagine you wouldn't want to play the top 3 teams in a given year in the ACC. So how are those opponents selected?
Well, it was a very significant part of the Rubik's Cube, because as your question suggests, we're trying to achieve some balance, some geographic balance, some competitive balance, and their schools have the same interest. And in fact, they have traditional rivalries that impact the balance of their schedule. So when Clemson's at South Carolina, it can't also be at Notre Dame. The schedule would not work that way. And so the process started with us identifying dates that appeared from our schedule like we could probably accommodate one of our ACC games. And then the ACC worked with its schools on those dates to see who fit in and how you achieve the balance of trying to play everybody twice in a 6-year period. And it's not perfect in that regard. You wind up playing some more frequently at the front end and others more frequently at the back end. And so it was a very dynamic process, but largely defined by the remarkable spirit of cooperation that we found at every step of this process with the ACC and its member institutions.